Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let us start our class with Ummul Kitab Al-Fatihah. Okay, today we are going to focus on next chapter related to the thinking skill. But my focus today will be generating ideas. This is among the whole brain approach that is being written by Armstrong. Okay, so I hope Wawa and Tuti will give some comments, will write some comments on the YouTube comment sections. I will not provide any kind of PowerPoint notes for this lecture this time because I would like you to really listen to this lecture this time. Okay. Bergantung pada buku apa yang you baca. Okay, sesetengah daripada pengkaji dia bagikan our brain to different kind of quadrant. But I read recently a book written by the Ned Herman. She actually divided into 4. The first part is they call it pemikiran berasas quadrant berasaskan kepada logical thinking. Quadrant kedua lebih kepada organisasi ataupun organize quadrant. Quadrant bagi emosi, dan lastly quadrant keempat ialah quadrant yang bersifat holistik. Okay. Sebelum saya membicarakan lebih lanjut tentang bagaimana you actually could gather ideas, let me describe a little bit of the 4 quadrants. Quadrants logical ataupun logik ni dia berasaskan kepada fakta dan juga number. Okay. Jadi if let's say that you are an individual that prone to a logical kind of a thinking, okay, usually you basically your brain will be easily digest facts and figures faster. Okay. So daripada segi matlamat pembelajaran dan objektif pembelajaran lebih berfokus kepada pengajaran yang seharusnya bersifat clear dan tepat. Bagi individu seperti ini, actually you have to minimize text, dan you have to add more charts, more data, and then your information must be backed by a research. And then your learning goal, you need to explain to this kind of student that is prone to logic lebih kepada a direct learning goal so that they could clearly see. Okay, that's one for one aspect that you have to think of. Okay. The second quadrant I mentioned just now is more to organize. So basically for this kind of people that have a strong tendency to the second quadrant, which is organized, you need to prepare for them. Let's say that you have instruction yang diberi perlu step by step lebih jelas, dan it is good if you could provide a practical feedback so that they could tick into that checklist, so that they could see sejauh mana apa yang dipelajari pada hari ini. Okay. Bagi kuadran yang emotional, biasanya mereka lebih bersifat cenderung kepada bersifat empatik. Okay. Pembelajaran yang perlu dikaitkan dengan emosi dan mereka lebih kepada people person. Okay. Pada masa yang sama, okay, pembelajaran akan lebih berkesan sekiranya lebih banyak penceritaan pengalaman diberikan kepada mereka. Okay, what about the quadrant number 4? Quadrant number 4 lebih kepada holistik. Okay, holistik, dimensi holistik bersifat kreatif. Okay, lebih kepada perkara-perkara yang abstrak. Jadi bagi orang yang bersifat sebegini, you need to actually minimal mengurangkan details, because the explorations of the ideas, you should leave it to your student. Okay, they can do that on their own. So at the same time, you need to incorporate lots of visuals, and then the visual actually should give them more informations, more key informations, and that kind of thing basically can help them to make learning and teaching engaging. Okay, alright. Jadi persoalan yang timbul ialah bagaimana sebenarnya kita nak incorporate this kind of the whole brain thinking into our learning strategy, so that you can help your student to generate more ideas. First of all, you need to know the 4 quadrants and what are your teachings that you associate with these 4 quadrants. Okay, contohnya. Okay, katakanlah your teaching basically lebih kepada banyak menggunakan data. Basically, if that's the case, bagi people yang berada pada kuadran kedua, ketiga dan keempat tak sesuai. Dia cuma lebih sesuai pada mereka yang berada di kuadran A. Okay. Sebab bagi mereka, data yang datang bersama dengan grafik adalah lebih interaktif dan atraktif. Okay. And at the same time, you have to remember, for the quadrants A and quadrant D ni saya beritahu tadi is more on a holistic, lebih kepada kreatif kan. So people of the quadrant A and D, they enjoy graphics, and you as a teacher, you need to make sure that whatever that you claims must come with a real life examples, supaya boleh membantu untuk storytelling tadi itu, lebih expand dia punya experience. And then you need to add context so that dia lebih engaging. Okay. And then at the same time, bagi quadrant C dengan D, you kena galakkan adanya feedback and discussion. We know quadrant C just now, quadrant B tadi, dia lebih pada organize kan. Kalau organize, basically you need to have a feedback so that they could checklist. They could tick into the provided checklist yang you sediakan kepada your student. Okay, faham Okay, that's one thing. Okay, secondly, katakanlah you already know your students based on these quadrants A, B, C and D. Okay, so you give this kind of all sorts of informations to your students. But you have to remember again and again, even though you already give them, it's good if you could actually see how your students react towards your the activities that you provided, and from there you build more. Okay, katakanlah you letak this one particular picture yang macam dalam screen that you are looking at it right now kan. Okay, katakanlah you kasih pada 4 quadrants. Okay, for each of every pictures inside the quadrants, you provide different kind of a strategy, different kind of directions for the different kinds of quadrants. You nak tengok macam mana feedback dia terhadap you punya strategies yang you provided untuk four quadrants tersebut. Okay. Okay, so as our topic today is about generating ideas from these four quadrants brains in among our students. Persoalan saya, macam mana kita nak pastikan perkara tersebut berlaku? Okay. Kebiasaan yang kita dengar, if you want to generate ideas, the best thing to do is by having a brainstorm. Betul tak? You brainstorm so that more ideas coming from more people, okay, will give you a long list of items or ideas basically. Does it work or not? That kind of thing. What do you think? Berkesan ataupun tak? Kumpulkan ramai-ramai, masing-masing contribute, came up with a list. Usually, yes, you can actually produce a ton of ideas based from that brainstorming activities. But my next question is, how to actually relate these brainstorming activities dengan four quadrant yang saya katakan tadi, so that it will be meaningful to each of the participants yang involved dalam giving out the ideas. First of all, we have to see, kita kena tengok apa tujuan that kind of activity just now that we did to brainstorm ideas. Adakah tujuan untuk menghasilkan idea yang betul-betul, we call it as a breakthrough, so that permasalahan utama akan selesai. If that's the case, brainstorming sometimes tak berkesan pun, because the ideas mungkin level dia tahap biasa-biasa je. So, kaedah yang perlu kita guna pakai ialah, okay, idea-idea tersebut, we actually need our students to make connections daripada idea tersebut. Buat perkaitan. Perkaitan yang bagaimana? First, connections to make it meaningful by identifying the issues. Apa isu sebenar? Kenapa dia letak idea tersebut? Then you can understand, then you can see a clearer picture. Okay, dengan kaedah ini, where you actually define the issues, okay, basically we will not solve a wrong problem. Faham Sebabnya masing-masing berfikir berasaskan kepada isu sebenar, isu. Kemudian they make connections, make relationship between ideas yang dilemparkan tadi. Alright. Kaedah lain yang kita boleh gunakan untuk generating ideas berdasarkan kepada four quadrants, kita boleh gunakan yang digunakan oleh Edward de Bono. Kita namakan dia sebagai 6 thinking hats, where you actually play different roles for different colours, different hats. Itu pun boleh. Perhaps some other stuff that we could do is we could actually question our own assumptions. Okay, katakanlah tadi waktu brainstorming ideas just now, we provide issues kan. Bukan ideas semata-mata, but together with the issues. Okay. Perhaps issues yang ditimbulkan, idea yang ditimbulkan itu kita kena check balik. Assumption berasal daripada mana? Kita question balik our assumptions. Okay. Dengan kaedah tersebut, basically when we are clear about our own assumptions, basically it becomes clear we actually helping ourselves to achieve our goal better, because we actually could see we could move forward apa yang kita nak capai. Apa kita kena actually questions our assumptions? Because our assumptions, most of the time, is not precise, and they are no longer reliable. It depends on so many contexts. Kita buat assumptions kita tu tak reliable. Kadang-kadang assumptions kita tu dah selesai pun. Dah dijawab. I hope that's all for generating ideas that I could share with you. I have more, but I think I should stop here. I should let you to generate more, give comments on what I said just now. Okay, so that we could produce more discussions afterward. With that, thank you very much for listening, and you have a good day. Assalamualaikum and bye bye.